Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at a custom flatbed installation that we put together. This is on a Chevy Silverado 5500 HD model, and the customer had the aluminum flatbed installed before he brought the vehicle to us. So this system includes two 10-gallon cold water pressure washers and two gas engine soft wash systems. So I'll start up front here. We'll kind of go all the way around and show you all the features that this includes. So we have a 725-gallon water tank on here. That's so that multiple users can be operating the equipment at the same time. So they could be using both pressure washers, both soft wash systems, or a mix of either. We have a 2-inch tank drain here, just so they can drain the tank quickly in between jobs if they need to, or if they need to do a quick winterization. On top of the tank, we've actually got two strainers because we have two inlet reels here for a quicker fill. So when we strain the water before it goes in the tank, it just keeps debris from getting inside and settling in your tank, and also helps with like any algae and stuff that might grow in there in some of the warmer areas. We also have float valves that go in between the garden hose and inside the tank, so that whenever that tank is all the way filled up, it'll shut off the water flow, and then as you continue to use that water, it will continue to fill the tank. So just kind of a easy way to maintain your fill level without having to watch your tank the whole time. The other filters that we have on this system, you can kind of see them right through here. We have a filter going to each pump. So one for each pressure washer, so two pressure washer filters, and then one for each soft wash, so two soft wash filters. So 6 total filters before anything gets to the pumps. We'll go ahead and talk about the hose reels. We've got the Titan aluminum framed hose reels. The pressure washer and soft wash reels have stainless steel manifolds. We've got the big 1-inch manifolds on the incoming reels, like I said, just to get that water in that tank a little bit faster. We have hose guides on the pressure washer and soft wash reels. These are the premium hose guides. All of our reels include the lock-in connectors in there just to keep everything in place and make it look nice and tidy. We have 100 foot of 3/4 inch hose on both of our incoming reels, 300 feet on the gas engine soft wash reels. And on the soft wash reels, you can also see we've got the gauges here, so it's easy to tell what pressure you're running whenever you're operating curbside versus it being on the opposite side on the soft wash system where you wouldn't be able to see it while operating. And then we got 200 feet of pressure washer hose. This is 1/2-inch pressure washer hose on both of the hose reels here. 2 of the stainless steel ball valves, so they can switch between surface cleaners or their other accessories without having to turn off their pressure washers. Down below we have a aluminum toolbox. It's a locking toolbox. They can keep all of their wands, their extra accessories. We have remotes on the system, so they have their remote controls in here, and they can keep their spare parts, all of that good stuff, nice and secure in this box without it being tampered with or falling off the rig. At the very back, we've got our 3,500 PSI, 10 gallon per minute cold water pressure washers. These both have IGX 800 Honda engines. The nice thing about the twin cylinder engines, they're always electric start, and they've got hour meters on them as well. They have aluminum frames with the rubber grommets underneath. That just keeps the vibration from the engine to a minimum, especially when it's on a metal surface. We have the cool bypass hooked up from these pressure washers back to the water tank. And if you're not familiar with the cool bypass, what that is whenever you're operating your pressure washer and you're pulling the trigger, all of your water is going out through your wand, and then when you let off that trigger, it actually recycles back at the pump. So what we do is we take that cool bypass hose and we extend it to the tank, and that gives us it gives you the opportunity to operate your system without having to go back and turn it off after 2 minutes so it doesn't overheat the pump. It's actually cycling water from the tank to the pump, keeping it nice and cool, and it can run pretty much infinitely as long as you've got water in your tank. These systems also have the oil drain hoses on both the engine and the pump, just making maintenance a little bit easier. It's connected to a big 12-volt battery behind it, and that's the same battery that also powers the hose reels for the electric rewind on them. Both the pressure washers have bleeder valves on them. The bleeder valves help get any air out of that water line so that when you have, I guess, from your water tank to the pressure washer, you can get air bubbles in there, or if you drain your tank, you'll get air in that line. So what it does is this bleeder valve will allow us to open up the pump head here, get water rolling through it, priming the pump and getting any air out of that water line. So it's a nice easy startup and you're not going to damage any seals in your pump. Moving around the other side, we'll go ahead and take a look at the soft wash systems and the remote controls and the proportioners that we have over there. Okay, so now that we're on the driver's side of the assembly, the first thing we have here right behind our 10-gallon pressure washers is a 22-gallon fuel tank. This fuel tank is supplying both of the pressure washers. There's 2 supply lines up there. And then it also has a gauge on top as well so that you can tell where your fill level is. We have both of our soft wash systems here. These are Honda GX 160 engines with the Comet P40 pumps that put out about 11 gallons per minute on each one of the systems. They are electric start. You can see the oil drain hoses here for the engines for easier maintenance. We have these connected to the Midwest metering system. So this will meter your water, your surfactant, and your bleach. So we have all of these connected to the tanks that are behind us. A 100-gallon bleach tank, a 16-gallon surfactant tank, and the 725-gallon water tank. These systems are equipped with the remote rinse. So all they have to do is press a button, it'll shut off the surfactant valve, and it will flip the bleach valve over to a water supply. So rinsing out your bleach line and allowing you to spray only water for a rinse. And so all you do is just hit that button and you're good to go. And both systems are set up that way. This light right here will flash whenever you're in rinse mode so that you know that it's operating properly. Behind here, we've got the battery for the electric starts on those pressure washers. And then, I'm sorry, not pressure washers, on the soft wash systems. And then the only other tank I think I didn't mention is that tall tank there is a 55-gallon winterizing tank. So up here in Ohio, it is in the 20s or 30s right now. So we'll definitely be getting this a winterizing system used whenever the customer comes to pick this up and doing the full training on all of that. But otherwise, the system turned out absolutely beautiful. It's a very efficient cleaning system. This is our second rig with this customer. He got a trailer earlier and he decided to switch over to the flatbed setup. So if you have any particular questions on this setup, please give us a call or shoot us an email. We'll have more details on our website at 3rpressurewashers.com. Thanks.